To remain updated with the latest business news, click on the bell icon.
मैं हूं डीसीपी रुद्रा, जो ऐसे केसेस सॉल्व करता है जिनके जुर्म किसी भी दायरे में नहीं आते। इसलिए पहली बार मैं आया हूं मेटावर्स की दुनिया में।
This is a very interesting conversation. Ajay, first, welcome to India today.
Thank you so much.
I want to start by talking to you a little bit about the time when this, project came to you. I know how picky and choosy you are about the stuff that you do, and I'm guessing the offer to do something different, interesting in the OTT space must have come before. What was it about Rudra that ticked your mind and made you say yes?
When they spoke to me about the show, they said they wanted to make a show called, remake a show called Rudra. So I'd already seen that show and I'd loved it 2-3 years back before we started shooting. So I was like, I really like that show, and this is how it started. And then they said we've Indianized it and the way we've, made changes and all that. And when I heard everything, I really loved it. So I said, let's go ahead and do it. Very interesting, very, very interesting character. I played a cop quite a few times, and this time this cop is very different from the others I've played.
Right. I think that's what my next question was and is going to be, is the fact that you've played a cop before, but in Rudra we get to actually get into his mind. We get to see a side of him that is more subconscious, conscious, mental than just a physical part of it. You're not just chasing cops and you're not in a car. You've done that before. Was that an area that actually intrigued you to get into the skin and mind of this character?
Yes, exactly. He's more of a thinking cop. He's more of with a criminal mind. So he always tries to be ahead of the criminals. He can think how they would think. So that's the character which I really loved. And he's not into violence. I mean, he is into violence in a way, but he doesn't like carrying weapons, and he's not looking for people he solves cases which cannot be solved. That was very, very, very intriguing.
Right. And what do you have to say to those who have seen Luther and who are fans of Luther, and the inevitable comparisons that might arise between you and Idris Elba, given the fact that how big Idris is?
I don't think there is any comparison, because when you can't take the best, so you have to Indianize it. You have to perform the way we perform. The kind of emotions, our emotions are a little different from their emotions. I mean, at least the way we portray them. So so there's nothing that he's done in a certain fashion and I need to do it in that same manner. So it's you do your own take. I saw the show a couple of years back, and then I never went back to it to see that how he's done it or how I should do it. I followed my own instincts.
Right. I think that's what comes across in the trailer from what we've seen so far. I also want to speak to you about this interaction that we are having. This clearly is first of a kind, and also the fact that you have managed to pull this off and try this. We are clearly embracing new technology and trying new stuff. You have kids who are obviously really young, who are in touch with pop culture and they know what's happening in that space. How much do Nisa or Yug give you inputs in terms of like, Dad, do this, you must watch this show, this is like a cool trend right now? Do they keep you abreast of what's happening?
Yes, and I think we all learn from the younger generation. If we have to keep up with this in this world, we have to keep up with the world. We need to understand from them. My kids, apart from my kids, my nephews, and everybody who's younger around me, we actually ask them what is cool, because the language is also changing every 3 months. I mean, there's a term which is used and you learn that term and you use it, and after 3 months they turn around and say, oh, Pop, this is very old fashioned, this is very old. So yeah, you need to keep up, and to keep up with such things you need to have a lot of conversation with them. You need to learn from them. This is what I believe in, and they tell me about, I couldn't understand all this, and they are the ones who explain to me this is how it happens and this is what is happening. In fact, my son doesn't know today I'm doing this Metaverse, so I'm going to go back and tell him.
He's definitely going to be in for a surprise. What are like some of the cool things that probably you've picked up from them or like they've taught you?
Oh, I've forgotten now, but I can't just think instantly right now. But I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
Okay, that's great. I have to also speak to you about Gangubai and the positive reviews that you've got in the film. It's really created a sensation. I mean, your fans have always been loyal, whether it's an OTT platform or films. You have the most dedicated, loyal fans across. What has been your reaction to the film and especially your character?
I think I'm very grateful to them. It's been fabulous. In fact, I've been getting a lot of calls and a lot of people letting me know that the film is fabulous and my character is working very well. So I'm very happy about it, and I think the whole credit goes to Sanjay. The way he presents you and the way he writes the scenes is something else.
Right. And lastly, for fans who are waiting impatiently for Rudra, what is the one thing that you would want to tell to them? Like, how are they going to embrace you? What is different about it, and how are they going to see Ajay Devgn on this?
I think I'm very grateful to them. It's been fabulous. In fact, I've been getting a lot of calls and a lot of people letting me know that the film is fabulous and my character is working very well. So I'm very happy about it, and I think the whole credit goes to Sanjay. The way he presents you and the way he writes the scenes is something else.
All right. On that note, thank you so much, Ajay, for speaking to India Today, and really looking forward to watch Rudra.
Thank you, Tushar. Thank you so much.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.